We hear a lot of people talking about leadership retreats lately. What's the point of having them, and how do you have an effective, powerful leadership retreat? That's what I'm going to address in this video. Leadership, especially in this day and age, is so important, and it's such a buzzword right now. Here's the challenge though. It's hard to develop leadership skills in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. And the reason for that is that true leadership comes from within. It requires looking inward, developing self-awareness, discovering blind spots, slowing down, being open to feedback, and a whole lot of other things and skills that are not easy to do in our day-to-day life. That's why leadership retreats are so powerful. When we get outside, when we step away from the day-to-day life, from the grind, from the phones, from the office, from the ringing, from the family, when we step away from everything and we slow down and tap in, we can really start to see areas of our lives where we haven't really been leading ourselves powerfully. And I say leading ourselves because, like I said, leadership starts from within. And that means that self-leadership precedes any other kind of leadership. If you are not able to influence and lead yourself, how are you going to be able to influence and lead others? And so for me, that's the core of a powerful leadership retreat, is helping someone first learn to lead themselves, and then knowing that when people are leading themselves more effectively, when they're more self-aware, when they're more disciplined, when they're more emotionally intelligent, when all these things are happening, there's a natural ripple effect out into the leadership of others. You might be wondering who I am and why I'm qualified to speak to you about the purpose and process of leading a leadership retreat. Well, I've been leading some sort of leadership event or retreat for over 13 years. I'm the founder of the Women's Success Summit in Miami, which was the largest conference for entrepreneurial women for over 6 years. I used to lead Superstar Speaking Academy. I currently lead a leadership program called the Influencer Circle and a leadership cabinet inside of that program. So I've been studying and practicing and developing my own leadership for years. And so I've learned a few things along the way that I'm going to share with you. The first thing about a leadership retreat is that what makes it work is the fact that you're getting away from your day-to-day life. I talked about that earlier in the video. The second thing that makes it work is having a powerful leader who embodies leadership. So if you're looking to run a leadership retreat, you better be embodying leadership. You better be able to lead yourself. You better be curious and self-aware, and you better be open to input and insight about your own leadership style. Leaders are led by others. Great leaders have mentors and coaches and people who they follow. And so leadership isn't just about being the ultimate boss of everything. It's also being someone who's humble enough to recognize the opportunity to be led. Another thing that makes a leadership retreat a powerful vehicle for transformation is that you're surrounded by other people in an environment where it's safe to open up and explore and be curious. It's one thing to study leadership in a vacuum. In fact, you can't study leadership in a vacuum. Leadership is not something you learn in a book. It's not something theoretical. There are theories around it, but leadership comes to life with others. And so that's one of the reasons, the purposes of a leadership retreat is to practice leadership in a room full of other people, to have a room of what I call mirrors, people who can mirror things back to you so you can see yourself more effectively and without a lot of the blind spots that a lot of times we have. The purpose of a retreat, of a leadership retreat, is also to ask powerful questions, deep, bigger questions. It's not like questions of how can I get more done in my day. I mean, that's a kind of powerful question, but a really powerful question would be, what kind of leader do you want to be? What would you need to embody yourself to be a more powerful leader? And so a leadership retreat is a great environment to pose these bigger, deeper questions and take time to really consider them, something that we don't do usually out in the regular world. Another piece that makes a retreat for leadership so powerful is having a powerful container. Who are the people in the room? What is the structure that you're operating from? What are some of the activities and exercises that you're going to do? In other words, you want to consider also a mix of formats, right? What are some different ways to mix it up so that it's not all just people talking to each other? I'll give you an example. One of the most powerful leadership experiences that we've done, and we've done it many times now, is we take our retreat participants on a hike. And we take them, it's not your everyday hike. It's not just like, all right, go have some fun. We give them the directive, and you can do it this way or you could have a different directive. The directive we give is you are only able on this hike for the next 2 hours to talk in the present moment. Nothing about the future, nothing about the past. And so we do this activity and you find that people immediately like, oh, whoops, I'm talking about the future. Oops, I'm talking about the past. People forget very easily. And through the course of this hike, they recognize how seldom they're living in the present moment, how seldom they normally appreciate what's around them in real time. This hike brings people to notice leaves and birds and trees and rocks, and all of a sudden they're so present and they're so connected to their environment that they get even more connected to each other, and they recognize, wow, when I'm at work, when I'm leading, right, I'm never connected. I'm never in the present. I'm always thinking about the future outcome that we're creating or the mistake we made yesterday. What would it be like if we brought this leadership strategy of presence into the everyday work environment? That's just one example of what you can do to develop leadership skills at a retreat. If you're interested in leading your own leadership retreats, then let's connect. This is something I love to do. I love helping clients design their retreats, monetize their retreats, and fill their retreats with grace and ease. So if this interests you, click on the link below. It's superstaractivator.com/go. And you can set up time either on my calendar or the calendar of someone on my team to explore how we can support you.